your BGS book and lesson chapter number 7 and lesson number 6 and some part of 6 and 7. These two lessons are very much interesting and very much important. Every year questions come from these chapters, so you need to give your attention and take your note and copies so that you can understand the whole lesson very nicely. And be sure every year questions are coming, either it is CQ, MCQ, especially CQ is coming in every year. So today now we are going to learn the functions of local government. Last class we learned the formation of local government, and today we will learn the functions of local government, and at this 7 number lesson we will learn what is good governance and what is meant by good governance in our government administration. So let us start. We can see here a chart, a diagram where you can see some activities, functions of Union Parishad, which is the last layer of rural areas local government institution. And see here judicial activities, that means judgmental. If anyone faces any problem, then they can complain to them. Then information broadcast, any government information or any non-government information, important information they can pass, and they can collect tax and revenue. Then for keeping peace they do different types of activities. Then spreading education, they have some responsibilities, make the people aware. And then family planning, public health, public welfare, and overall development of the locality. So we can see here yard meeting going on in a school yard, and all rural areas meeting place. We can see many people are there. There is chairman and then vice chairman and some other members with general people of that area, from that rural area or the villages. Union Parishad is formed by some 9 wards, and 9 wards may include different villages of that area, specific area. So we can see to make and implement plans of total development of Union Parishad, to make arrange for pure drinking water, because the drinking safe water is very much lacking throughout the rural areas of Bangladesh, helping the disaster affected people and managing their rehabilitation. Now coronavirus attack is going on throughout the country, so it is one kind of natural disaster, but man has some role to play, and many people are facing starvation because they cannot do anything going outside. So poor people are mainly affected. So for these types of affected people, they are giving food and other utilities. So now keep environment clean and tidy, then creating mass awareness and making various family planning equipment available to them, that to reach them, to inform them how they can get and they can get the service of it. Then making arrangement for awarding stipend to the poor and meritorious students. That is especially in rural areas, stipend are given for the girls and poor students. So they arrange it. Arranging adult education beside the children education. Sometime often to remove our literacy, they arrange adult education. Maintaining law and order in that area. That it is one of the most and very much important their role and active functions, for by which they can ensure the law and order situation better and ensuring meeting different types of dispute or local dispute. It may be violence against women, marriage, divorce, then land related different problems. Then to make arrangement of the collecting the land tax, especially in rural areas. Mainly land tax are collected by the union position, and they make a budget by using these types of tax for the development of that area, creating mass awareness against the offense and informing the police. Different types of it may be teasing or different types of offense or may happen in rural areas which may be out of their control. Then they take help from the police of that area to raise consciousness against different social problems like sexual harassment, dowry system that discussed, to settle the local disputes, to maintain peace and harmony. So these are very much important activities played by the last or lowest level of rural government, rural local government, rural areas, and then the middle layer of local government of the rural region, rural area, that is Upajila Parishad. So almost the same type of function is done by Union Parishad, is done by Upajila Parishad. It takes necessary long and short-term development projects, including 5 years planning in the line of the government's 5-year planning for the local development. Then implementation, supervision and coordination various projects of the government, development projects, especially like digging canal is going on in southern part of Bangladesh nowadays, we know. Then constructs and maintains the link road among different union parishads. Then the upmost, that means upper level of local government in rural areas, that is district council. This district council is formed at district level, and it conduct different development programs and builds roads, bridges and culverts in Upajila and Purushabas under it, because in a district there may be many Upajila and Purushaba, which Purushaba means which are getting a small or city or city like facilities they can provide. Then in government declare it Purushaba. So it contains both types of local government. Construction of educational institutions, then residential hotels, training centers, orphanage, libraries and night schools, agricultural farm, flood control, embankments also they construct and try to develop. Sometime they mandate and arranges irrigation facilities for the farmers and preserves public health and works for the development of the communications and transportation. You can see some developmental activities done by the local government or leaders of the local government. So arrangement for pure water or removing the blockage of the water is another important, because every year some part, northern part or southern part, coastal area faces flood and cyclone. Then controlling the sale of unhygienic and adulterated food, it is one of the dangerous problem throughout the country, so it is also controlled by district council. Arranging proper construction of the houses and homes following the instruction of the government, constructing and maintaining the roads and controlling vehicle movements, and planting trees, establishing parks for the children's and students gardens, and preserving open space, and celebrates various national days, birth and deaths registration, and controls epidemic and contagious disease. These are some important activities operated by district council. Now we will see the functions of city corporation. sorry, this one will be functions of Purushabha. Our heading, there is a mistake in our heading. It will be the functions of Purushabha, and this then it is the functions of city corporation. So city corporation is a larger institution that which are established in big cities in throughout the country. We know around 12 city corporation there are in our country, but many Purushabhas are there. So Purushabha actually, when union in a district or upazila level develops or can ensure the civic facilities, that means facilities of the city, then it is called it is declared as Purushabha. And city corporation is the largest version of Purushabha, so they are both of their activities are almost same, just type of actions may be different. Like in Dhaka City Corporation, they have a problem now, a severe problem by the coronavirus, and sometime mosquitoes problem, then some other dredging, sewage line problem, water line problem, electric problem. Sometimes some very few problems are different with the Purushabha. So now good governance. Lesson number 7. What is good governance? We need to know before knowing the good governance in government administration. So actually, good governance is related with administration of the government. Good governance means rule or administer the country well, and when good this adjective is added, then it add a value, that means better, in a better way. When government administer the country, then it is called good governance, especially ensuring and the constitutional method to going in power, that means legal way. When a government is formed following the constitution, then when government or state or government system and their different organs of the government, that means legislature, executive and judiciary, ensure transparency, accountability, responsibility, and they works from corruption in their jobs. So good governance means actually to rule the country, to govern or to administer the country, and by its all the institutions and organizations fairly, accountably, transparently, and responsibly. And what is the necessity of the good governance? Often question comes, B type questions come from here. Actually, without good governance, we cannot develop, especially economically, and secondly, socially and politically or culturally. So, eliminating or to eliminate poverty is one of the major necessity for ensuring good governance, to attain self-reliance and to establish justice in the society, and to ensure development, that means economic and social development. We need good governance. So what is our responsibility, and what are the to ensure good governance? Only government cannot alone ensure good governance. Citizen has to be responsible and do some duties and responsibilities for ensuring good governance. That is to the hindrance to good governance should also be removed from the side of government and from our side. We have to be responsible to build Bangladesh as a prosperous and corruption-free country. So personally, you have to be free of corruption. Then we have to give our tax due time, and what are the responsibilities given by the state. We are working in government sectors and non-government sectors. We should do our activities sincerely and following the rule of law, and overall with the honesty and morality. So now you will give a short MCQ test uh, on this chapter. 5 marks. Your time is 7 minutes or 8 minutes you can take. So here is the question. Everyone take your copies and write the answer. Inshallah, in the next class I will give you the answer, and next session new chapter will start. And follow me in my channel. Inshallah, next chapter we will start chapter 8, which is also very much important chapter. Okay, start your exam and hope for the best. Inshallah, hope you'll do good in your exam and keep the exam honestly. So may Allah bless all of you. Have a nice time. Try to be keep yourself safe. And if you get benefit from here, please subscribe to get the updated class from my channel. Thank you very much. Allah. Assalamu alaikum.